Okay, today we are going to read chapter 27 of The Lake. A thick white blanket coats the ground ahead of us. Mist, I say, swallowing a lump of fear. Well, that's not at all on a miss. I wrap my free arm around my tummy and squeeze Ollie's hand. Do you want to go back? Do you want to go back, Esme? Andy asks. No, I want to keep going. Want isn't quite the right word. You are fine. Where are we going? I ask. We'll check this area and see if there's anything suspicious. I don't think we'll find anything, but it will make everyone back at camp sleep much easier. Does he think that the stalker dropped their driver's license in the forest? Our feet disappear as we walk into the mist. If I was terrorizing a camp, I'd be careful about leaving Scooby-Doo clues everywhere, Ollie says. I smile at his Scooby reference. If this asshole has anything left, we're going to find it and catch him, Jake says. I'd like to get my hands on him, Ollie agrees. Andy looks over his shoulder. I'd like that too, but we have to be careful with this. I can't imagine Andy in a fight, not winning one anyway. Snap. We all turn to the left at the sound. My long hair whips against my face. What was that? Ollie mutters. I blink as a sudden flash of light blinds me. Pictures. This time the flash is brighter, like our stalker is much closer. Flash. Not again. I spin around. This one came from the opposite direction. Flash, flash, flash. I slap my hand over my eyes. The onslaught of light from both directions makes it almost impossible to see. The fraction of a second between each one isn't enough for my eyes to adjust. There are orbs of red behind my eyelids. Back to camp, Andy shouts. I let go of Ollie's hand and we all turn around. I blink again, wincing at the light. How is it possible that it's this bright? The flashes are constant. Without thinking, I take off. My feet thud against the ground as I sprint, the wind whipping at my face. I can't see, and I don't know where the others are. My stomach coils around and around. What is she doing? What does she want? Does she want to get to me? The air is cold, and I can barely see between each painful, bright flash of light. Flash, 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 flash. They're nonstop now, one after the other, like a rave without music or fun. Ollie, where is everyone? Ollie? Andy? I cover my eyes with one hand, leaving a small gap at the bottom so I can see the ground a little. My other hand is stretched out in case I hit a tree. Where are you? I call. Whimpering, I push forward and shout, Answer me, Ollie, Jake! Flash, 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 flash. My head hurts from the bright light and I cry out. Biting my lip, I stumble forward. I can't hear anything but my own heavy breathing and my own heavy footsteps. Andy, where are they? The light stops. I gasp and squeeze my eyes shut. When I open them again, all I can make out is the outline of trees and dancing circles of light. Turning around, I look for the others, but no one is here. A chill travels down my back. Where am I? I turn my head and crouch on the ground. Fear claws my throat. Where is everyone? Where is camp? I'm lost. Digging my fingernails into a tree, I say a silent prayer. I've never thought much about whether I believe in God, but I will start if I can just get out of here. In the distance, a sharp crack sends goosebumps up my arms. I turn my head and strain to see into the forest. My heart stutters. I don't know which direction the noise came from. Whoever is out there, they could be anywhere. I want to go home. I flatter myself against the tree when another crack comes closer. Pressing my palm against my mouth to stifle a scream, I slowly lean my head to one side to look around the tree. I stay close to it, my forehead touching the rough bark. In front of me is someone dressed head to toe in black with a hood pulled over their head. I press my lips together as my stomach bottoms out. Please don't see me. Please, please, please. Esme, Ollie calls in the distance. Where are you? Jake shouts. Their voices echo through the forest. My heart leaps. They're not too far away. The figure. I'm fairly certain it's Lillian, even though I can't make out her face, turns in the direction of their voices. Call out, Esme, Andy orders. I can't. I don't know how far away they are. I can't hear their footsteps, and their voices aren't close yet. Lillian is maybe 20 feet away. I can't move an inch in case I make a noise. Lillian looks around, the hood still obscuring her face. She doesn't appear to have a weapon, but there is no way I'm taking that chance. Just like there is no way I'm making a run for it. Stupid people run through a forest when their assailant is just feet away. Then they fall, and we all know how that ends. I don't need to outrun her, I need to outsmart her, and I will do that by pretending I'm not here. Esme, Ollie shouts again. My eyes widen. His voice is much fainter than before. No, this way, come back. I wince, willing myself to breathe quietly. Please come back. Lillian moves very slowly in my direction. Ice-cold fear slithers down my spine. I steady myself against a tree. Branches and sticks snap beneath Lillian's feet. We must be in a publicly owned section of the forest. The camp section is kept somewhat maintained. Now I'm out of bounds, away from any kind of safety. I press my side against a tree and place one foot a step to the left. Lillian is going to pass me, and I have to make sure she doesn't see me. It's too dark to make out her face. She's tall and slim. I can still only just make her out. She's like an evil paranormal presence in a horror flick. If she begins to float and disappeared in a puff of black smoke, it wouldn't surprise me. In fact, I would love that. I want her gone. Her footsteps are light, but I feel each one vibrate through me. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I curl myself smaller inside myself and say another silent prayer. My grandparents would love to know what I'm praying. My grandparents would love to know that I'm praying. Will I get a chance to tell them? Flattening myself against the tree, I wait. Please leave. Her footsteps slowly get fainter and fainter. I let out a quiet breath and swipe a single tear from my cheek. Crouching in the mist, I count in my head. She must be gone now. I'm alone again. My heart thumps. It's scarier to be alone than it should be. I'd rather be on my own than have Lillian near. How did she get away just now? When I reach 100, I rise to my feet. The lingering orbs are gone, and I can see normally now, despite the fact that it's dark. I look around and decide to walk forward. I'm sure that's the way back to camp. You can do this, Esme. Keep moving. I clench my hands and run to the beat of my thudding pulse.